So Neil, your thoughts on today? Fairly happy to start the season with a win?
Yeah, chuffed. Yeah, 3 points. You always want to get off to a bright start and get 3 points on the board. And it's always a little bit more difficult when you're away from home. Against good opposition, to be fair. Came down Tuesday and had a little look at what they're doing, and got some bright players that caused us 1 or 2 problems throughout the game. But I thought, in terms of performance, first half, not the best start in the world. First 10 minutes, conceding a sloppy goal, which is unlike us, from a throw-in in our third, and switched off a little bit. And then we've shown a great mentality to get back into the game. I thought that for 35 minutes of the first half, we played some fantastic football. Scored 2 good goals. Great goal for Josh from the set piece, and then the move for Eddie's goal I thought was fantastic. 5 or 6 passes back across this side, and that's what he gives us, coming inside, and great finish. And the game itself, it surprised me and Martin, to be honest, because there was a lot more first and seconds throughout the game, more battles taking place in the middle of the park and in wide areas, and our back four against their front two, rather than the pretty football that you'd think you'd see on the pitches, especially early part of the season. So I was quite surprised with that, how much of a battle it was, and looking at the way they set up, I think they wanted to spoil proceedings and make it and turn it into a battle. And second half, I'm a little bit disappointed with the way we've played. First 10 minutes of that second half, we had a couple of opportunities to put the game to bed. Ben's chance and Wellesley's chance, the game should be over, and we've caused our own problems a little bit the last half hour. Didn't really keep the ball well enough in the final third, and invited pressure. But on the flip side of that, we've dug in, and they've not really hurt us second half. So I think we do have the win.
Around the 2 goals you scored in the first half, you had quite a few chances to make it 3-1, 4-1, whatever. Did you think in the second half, when they put you under pressure, you might rue those chances? Well,
it can always bite you on the bum, can't it? We could have been 4 up, 5 up at half time, and perhaps should have been with the opportunities. And we've got to be a little bit more ruthless in front of goal. Having said that, we've got midfielders making the box. Josh now has scored 4 consecutive games, which is good. Gives us that goal threat from the middle of the park. We look a real threat from set pieces. Obviously, Josh's goal, and we just look a threat with Shooter, Dakes and Tom Morris, as well as from set pieces. So I was pleased with that. And obviously Eddie's goal was a fantastic move. Just wish we could have put the game to bed by half time. If we'd have got the third or fourth, then second half we could have not been worried with what they got going forward. And they were decent going forward. The 2 left-sided players, the left back and the left midfield, and Nabi Sharif up front, they're decent, and they bit of pace. They got a threat going forward, and the first 10 minutes of the second half, Ben's chance when he's clean through, should do better with that, but that will come. Ben will get a goal and then he'll be off on a run. And Wellesley's chance, the keeper's made a good save, but I expect Wellesley to score, and so the game should have been put to bed. So it hasn't hurt us, the chances that we've missed, but there'll be tougher opposition as we go through the season, and we've got to make sure that when we get those opportunities that we put the game to bed.
The last 30 minutes, they put you under quite a bit of pressure. You said you weren't too happy with it, but on the other hand, you didn't concede. So,
no.
It's there's 2 new players in the defence. So
and it's very early in the season. I think we're still working on fitness levels. I thought we looked a little bit leggy with 15 to go. And we made the changes to try and sort that out. But you say that they put us under pressure. Adam's not had a save to make. They've had a lot of ball, but they've not really done anything. Anything they've thrown into our box, we've headed it away. We've won the second ball and clipped a channel. Where I say I'm disappointed is when they put a ball into our box and Shooter or Tom Morris or Woody or Alex has won a header, it's come back out into the middle of the park and we've got possession, we give them straight back. And we've just talked about that. But when we've done that and we've won the first header, I expect us to win the second ball and play. Especially when you've got a team trying to get an equaliser, you've got to go cold on the ball and have a little bit of quality. And we haven't had that. Having said that, like I say, they haven't hurt us.
4 new players given the debuts today. Are you fairly happy with where they all play?
Yeah, I thought Tom Morris was excellent, and we had a big decision to make at half one when we got here, because I think Tom Morris and Leon Miles have done really well through pre-season, and you've got to bear in mind they've got big shoes to fill, because Nathan Smith was outstanding for us last year, and it's a position that we've looked at over the summer. JJ's played there, Tom Morris has played there, and Leon Miles played there, and all done well, and we couldn't do right for doing wrong today. Someone had to be left out of the squad. You can't have 4 centre halves in your squad, so we had to leave Leon Miles out of the squad, which is harsh. But that's where we're at as a squad wise now. The kid's a good footballer and he'll play football for us. But we had to make a decision today, and it's tough on JJ because JJ is an experienced pro, and he's sat on the bench today and not been involved. But Tom, I think we made the right decision. Tom Morris gives you aerial presence and gives us decent shape because he's left-footed. So I'm hoping that he'll grow into that position, and we've got good centre halves at the club, but like I say, they've got big shoes to fill, so we'll keep an eye on that one. The other lads, I thought Alex Melbourne was excellent right back. Again, we're blessed today. In my opinion, we've probably got the best right back sitting on our bench today in our league in Sam Griffiths. Was outstanding last year, hence the awards that he won. But Alex Melbourne's been faultless for me in the 3 games he's played there pre-season, and today I thought he was excellent. Ben Aisley worked his socks off, just needs a goal to get him off on a run, and Rooney coming on and cameo for 10 minutes. So all in all, pleased with the new boys, pleased that they showed a work ethic and a desire not to get beat, but we need to improve on the quality.
We've seen bits of Ben and Nick playing up front together during pre-season. Obviously, this is the first competitive game together.
Yeah.
Were you fairly pleased with where they
I was. I'd like one of them notched or both notch and get off on a run. I thought Weller's worked really. They're both what they give you is they give you work rate and effort, and they work hard and they make it difficult for a back four. And more often than not, if you've got that from your front two, they get goals as well. Because chances will be created for them because of their work rate. I thought Weller's won 80-90% of his headers against 2 decent centre halves, and that gave us opportunities to get in behind. Ben works hard. He put their 2 centre halves under pressure and created 1 or 2 opportunities for himself because of that pressure. And it's work in progress. That partnership, I thought they did well last Saturday before, and they've done well today. And you can't forget Danny Cope and Dykes in that position as well. We've got 3 or 4 good strikers at the club. Tilly can play up there. We're okay in forward areas. We just need, like I say, need to be better when teams have the ball against us and we get it back. We need to be better with our quality.
Do you think that's maybe something, that sort of strike partnership, that understanding, something that maybe you were missing last season?
Yeah, I think so.
Good individual strikers.
Yeah. That's what we're looking for this season. I'd like to get a striker partnership up, and whether it's Wellers and Ben, or Wellers and Copey, or Copey and Ben, or Dykes, and you just don't know. So, we got Saturday, Tuesday. We got Saturday, Tuesday next week, FA Cup game. They come thick and fast. So everybody will get their opportunity to play. Everybody, we might mix it up on Tuesday against Romulus. So there's lots of opportunities for everybody. But what we've got now is strength in depth. And with 20 minutes to go, 30 minutes to go today, I look round and I've got Till, Griffiths, JJ, Cope. You can bring on, and it's strong. All 5 subs today are starters. Rooney, you've got 5 starters really. Yeah. You look round, you can affect the game, which is good. Didn't need to affect it in a forward-thinking area, but we brought Rooney on to go 5 in the midfield and left Cope up there with fresh legs. And last season I didn't really have them options. I look round, and great respect to the people we had at the club, that good players, but we want to be able to affect it with every substitution we can make.
You mentioned Tuesday. What's you thinking ahead of that? Stick with the same, or do you think?
Well, I don't know. We need to get a little bit of information on Romulus. I know a little bit about them, but we'll try and make a few phone calls, get a bit of info. I've sent someone down to have a watch today. We'll have a look. It's we're at home. I would imagine we'll get half decent crowd. The fact that we've got off to a win, so we might get a big crowd. So we want to put on a show for them. We want to be better with the ball. That's for sure. I've just spoke to the lads about that. Our pitch will be decent. This pitch looks okay for me, but on it's quite bobbly, so that doesn't promote, passing, quick attacking football. Our pitch does, so we need to be better at that Tuesday night against a good Romulus side. Still need to have the grit, determination, winning the first and seconds, and winning the personal battles, but we need to be better with the ball Tuesday, because I think Romulus will be a tougher test for us.
Is there any players struggling with injury or anything like that ahead of that?
No. Josh had got a knee in the back of his hamstring, but he was struggling at half time. He got through 90 minutes, so he'll rest up. He'll be fine. We'll have some tough decisions Tuesday. Macca back from Ireland, been away for a week. Leon Miles, pushing for a start. So blessed with numbers, but we're going to need to play. We've got 10 games in 3 or 4 weeks. We're going to come thick and fast. We're going to get injuries. We're going to get might get somebody that's has a lack of form, so we have to make a change here and there. We'll change the opposition, change the squad depending on opposition. So if we want to achieve anything, we're going to need good numbers around us.
All right, great stuff.
No worries,
Cheers.
thank you.
Thanks for that.
Cheers.
Very much.
Awesome.
Thank you.